For our reading today, we're going to start with the Higher Self Oracle. We're getting your alignment once again. It feels like alignment is the focus of the year, I think. We often think that, oh, yes, alignment is what we're striving for. But I think this is the year we get to really be more intentional about it. Have the space and the time to be more intentional about it. So the first card we have here is Trust. Ooh, pause. Ooh, I am loving that. Yes, because of the letting go energy that is implied here with these two cards together. The release energy. I've said this in readings before. I can't remember if it was in personal readings I've done with people or readings here on the channel or both. Readings for my Patreon community specifically. But I know I've said it to myself and I feel it very, very profoundly that we immediately get into alignment by immediately accepting what is. So much time we spend fighting against what is, even if we don't think of it as fighting energy. You know, you're living a certain way, but you're wanting a different thing. You have a certain guy or girl, but you know, you're not sure if this is the person. You work a specific job, but you'd really like to be doing a different kind of work, or you want to stay in the same kind of work, but for a different company. You want a promotion. There's always this energy of wanting something more that many of us feel. And because it is not accepting what is, it does kind of take us out of alignment. But we'll oftentimes think of alignment as going towards, like, oh, well, if I know, I'm clear on what it is I want, and if I go towards that, I am living in alignment. No, you're living in what you think of as a hoped for alignment, you know? I think acknowledging this thing that you want, or acknowledging that something is no longer a fit for you, that is a piece of alignment. And also being at peace with where things stand right now, where you are right now, is ultimate alignment. And I find that when I am able to do this, and it is not an easy thing to do, I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm able to immediately let go and release and not feel as though something is wrong, not feel as though life is wrong. And when that happens, then I'm going with the flow of what life is presenting me with right now, what the universe is doing right now. We find ourselves in ultimate alignment with what's going on in the sun and the moon and the stars, or the planet, the moon and the stars. You know, nature itself, whatever season we might be in. And it takes a massive amount of trust to be able to do that. And if we can be in a place of trust, we pause all action. And we just live out that which is right now. And the fear that we can sometimes have is that we are, quote, settling, you know, or that we won't get the thing we really want or go towards the thing we really want if we're okay with where we are right now. But that's just not how manifestation works. The way manifestation works is when you are not in resistance, you are higher vibration than when you are in resistance. So in accepting current circumstances, accepting that in this moment right now, things are okay for this moment right now. That's not saying that this has to be my forever situation. So let's see. We're going to go to the, what's it called? Phantom Wise Tarot. I struggle with the name of this deck every time. It's a beautiful deck. I absolutely love it. We're going to get some tarot details here. So first we have 10 of Cups. Yeah, happiness. Shared happiness too, right? Because there's the happiness when it's just you, and then there's the happiness with others. So this is like not just happiness, but love. 6 of Swords. Push this up a little bit more so we have a little bit more room. Ooh, y'all, this is profound. Some of y'all are not going to like this. Truth. Some of you are going to absolutely hate this. Yep. And the full card. Okay. So there's something that used to bring you massive joy. And you might have even felt like, you know, these are my people. Whatever this thing is that you were doing, whether it was a hobby or it's a job situation or it's even family, the family that you are part of or created for yourself. And it felt all well and good and right and, you know, satisfying to you, but something shifted, something changed internally. And as you began to change and grow internally, particularly in the mind, this is where you started wanting something else. And there's this very, very strong readiness to move forward, to go in a new direction, to take a leap, to follow a path that is unknown to you. Maybe even follow a new teacher. Do you tend to like to have teachers, mentors, gurus? I'm getting that a big piece of it for you is, like, see who comes your way. All right? Pay attention to who in your real life or through the algorithm's guidance comes into your awareness with some wisdoms that might be a person you have not encountered before, or a school of thought you haven't encountered before, philosophy, way of processing life, thinking, living, therapy, whatever the thing is. And let yourself learn from this person, follow their lead, follow their guidance. So that's the alignment, right? That's the letting go. That's the not being in resistance, that even though you are ready to move forward to something new, start something new, be in a new direction, it feels like graduating from where you were before, or maybe not even graduating, but strong shifting. You might have a whole different identity of yourself than you had when you created this thing that used to bring you joy, but does not anymore. Used to make you feel fulfilled, but does not anymore. And so this new self-identity is wanting to go forward, ready to go forward. But the way to get there for right now is to trust that the universe sees that, feels that, is honoring that, and will make the way for you. Not just with mentors, but with resources as they become necessary. You do not have to force this. You do not have to tweak this. And you don't have to doubt it either. You can trust what you're feeling while you are trusting the universe. And pause on the action. Stop trying to get yourself to the next direction, or to think, or pause the overthinking about whether or not you should go. Just chill, man. And watch things start to come into your awareness or come to you that will give you what you want. Because see, the back of your deck energy here is the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune. And that is about a shift in energy, a shift in the way things are going. As I say all the time, whenever this comes up in a reading, it's not that the Wheel of Fortune is always like, oh, you're about to get a whole bunch of good stuff coming your way and happening for you, and you're going to win the lottery and all this other, stuff that I feel is a shallow way to interpret that card. It's really about the change of fate, the change of fortune, the change of direction. And this, so you don't have to worry about being stuck. If you have been worried at all about being stuck, you can let go of that worry right now. All right. As always, I want to remind you that I do give private readings. So if you want a personal reading to delve into this even deeper, you can get that. The link is in the description box below. If you're a member of my Patreon, you get an included reading every single month. If you're at the Violet Flame level, I should say. Or you can order a reading from me from my shops. And right now I am focused primarily on the Etsy shop more so than shon.wilson.com, but you can get it from either place. All right. Alignment, release, let go. Release, let go, alignment. That's what your real self really wants right now.